I'll have you know that some of these bottle caps are worth plenty. At collectors' conventions, I've seen them go for...
Oh, if they're so valuable, let's sell them.
No way! I'm not collecting them to sell. I'm collecting them because they're simple and beautiful and because they make me happy.
Question number 1. What is occlupanology? It's the study of bread clips. Question number 2. What? What? Turns out there are so many different types of bread clips that some people who know just enough Latin to be dangerous could sort them into a taxonomic system, not unlike the one biologists use to keep track of every living thing that dares exist. But why would they do that? That would be absurd and probably confuse a lot of people. The Holotypic Occlupanid Research Group, a database of synthetic taxonomy. Synthetic means that no one actually thinks the plastic is alive. Just so we're clear on that. You'd be surprised. But if you're already using taxonomy to classify bread clips, you might as well have some fun with it. Call it parody, call it homage, call it an entry to the SCP Foundation waiting to happen, whatever. I call it good fun. There's also this misconception that HORG is a tool used by pediatricians to help identify bread clips inside of digestive tracts. No! If a piece of pointy plastic is inside someone's intestines, it needs to come out. And knowing if it's a toxidented or a tridented doesn't make a difference. I believe this misconception started because of a medical journal published in 2011 that did actually collaborate with occlupanology legend John Daniel from HORG. The paper was in fact legit, peer-reviewed and internationally recognized, but it was about the design of bread clips and the hope of identifying a design that wouldn't kill people if swallowed, because they have done that. But more and more companies are starting to use cardboard clips instead of plastic anyway, which solves that issue entirely. It also spells the writing on the wall for occlupanids as we know them, providing just a bit of urgency for us collectors. That, mixed with the subtle variations of common types and the very unique rarer types, not to mention they almost always come in different colors and have different markings or maybe come with a little sticker or a tag on them, and that different regions have a rarity disparity. Clips common to you might be rare to your friend in another country, so why not do a trade? The whole thing makes for a very collectible experience. A gotta-catch-em-all mentality presented with tiny, tactile trinkets that are just as easy to store as they are to mail. They're more durable than trading cards, and so they could be found on the ground at picnic spots and parking lots. And they also come free with not just bread, but often fruits and vegetables, or sometimes even pet feed, or ice, toys, or even your next trip to Home Depot. Your junk drawer may right now be home to an undiscovered species. And a small community means that anyone's collection has the potential to be the next exciting discussion among us. If you send in a newly discovered occlupanid to HORG, it'll very likely be named after you. You can also contribute better documentation of clips we've seen but don't know much about.
Wonderful.
The vastness of the internet can feel totally omniscient, but it's not. And I find a small joy in adding to a database that simply wouldn't exist without the community that I'm a part of. Useful or not, it's a part of history that would otherwise be lost to time. And that's fascinating to me. Now, if that sounds like you, anyone is welcome in our Discord or subreddit, even if you don't intend to contribute any data. If not, hopefully at the very least you got a laugh out of this. So, now you know. Thank you for listening. See you next time.